Welcome to the Gemstone Detective YouTube channel. Today I am joined, I have a very special guest, and I'm joined by Ottavia Pomini. Ottavia recently joined me for a really exciting trip around Tanzania, where we explored the vibrant landscapes and discovered some truly remarkable gemstones. Well, with her keen interest in gemstones and her valuable role at Bucatelli, Ottavia brings an valuable and unique perspective to this conversation. So please join us as we delve into her experiences, her insights, and the wonders she encountered on this remarkable journey around Tanzania. So get ready to be inspired by her story and learn about the fascinating world of gemstones. Hello, Ottavia.
Hi, nice to meet you, all
Very,
of you.
very, again, a very warm welcome to you. So tell us, what was the most surprising thing that you learned about gemstones during our tour in Tanzania?
Well, the most important and surprising thing that I've learned is about how choose how and how to learn about rough stones because for me was like a really new thing, the approaching the rough. Because I wasn't like I worked in a lab in a garden, so I was like grading stones and grading colored stones, but I never like approached stones in the rough form. So it was for me was super interesting to learn like hands-on the rough material of the stone, which is really different than the cut one. So I've learned how to choose the stone from the rough, and how like to um, learn if the stone would be nice for cutting or not. If it's a specimen, which is just like of a rough form that it cannot be cut, but really nice, aesthetically pleasing. So that's one of the best, and I think one of the most important things that I've learned in Tanzania during
Wow,
my trip.
that's amazing. So can you describe for us a memorable moment from your visit that you think really captured the essence of Tanzania?
Well, I would say that I didn't know what was the essence of Tanzania, of course, when I arrived. Uh, but I think a moment that like gemstone related that captured the essence of Tanzania, I think would be when in Mahenge, after like 6 hours of like car driving, in the horizon, I could have seen like the mine pit, and I was like, wow, I was super excited because I wanted to, to see that, and like the landscape, the typical Tanzanian landscape. I'm just like I felt that was like a Tanzania moment in uh in that way.
Beautiful, beautiful memory. So how would you rate your experience of Tanzania, or rather, let me rephrase that. How did your experience of Tanzania differ from your expectations of the trip?
Actually, I wasn't like I had expectation, and definitely like my trip was really I was satisfied by my trip, absolutely. And I was expecting to um, um to overcome way more difficult situation. But in the end, I mean, also the accommodations were nice, everything was nice. So I was happy. I'm happy
That's lovely.
about the
So
experience.
so going back to the gemstones, for a minute. So what was your favorite gemstone that you discovered on the tour? And I mean, why did it stand out to you?
I would say, well, the stones that I bought, the spinel, Mahenge spinel, uh, and especially one specimen that I've bought. Um, and I got to know like the gemstone of spinel, where I I never had the chance to work with previously, before Tanzania. But then during the trip, I was able to see a lot of stones and also a lot of garnets that usually I'm not used to see. So
Right. Yeah, we saw a lot of color change garnets, didn't we? Yeah. So your experience of Tanzania, so has this impacted your view on the gemstone industry?
well, yes, I mean, it was um, really curious and like interesting to see how, and I mean, this confirmed my expectation that the colored stones trade is way different than the diamond industry. So I was able to really learn how everything works in the trade of the colored stone, which me wasn't that familiar as diamond, because diamond I working in Upton Garden, I was able to like with diamond dealers, I was able to see more or less what's the pipeline of the diamond chain. But with the colored stone market was still a little bit like unknown, and with this trip, I really like had the chance to see what's behind.
Right. Okay. Did you during the trip, did you have any kind of opportunities to interact with local gem miners and or the artisans there? I mean, did they sort of share some insights with you?
Absolutely, like it was really, really, really interesting because after visiting the mine in Mahenge, the day after we spent like 12 hours, kind of, um, like interacting and like buying and seeing stones that miners and Masai and local people were bringing to us. So it was like it was really interesting to chat also with them, and kind of like in the beginning they were not like showing us the best stones.
Right.
They were like kind of trying to sell the not the good stuff, but then they realized that we were pretty good at spotting, so they started to sell good stones.
Okay. So I want to know, because I'm not sure whether you've actually experienced any other gemstone markets around the world, but if you have, I mean, how did Tanzania compare?
This I don't have any other experience. I mean, I have experience here in London, but it's more like the end of the market of the
Right.
the process. So I don't have much experience in other markets. Uh, but I'm sure like what I know is that more or less the colored stone market is like kind of similar, with a lot of with differences, but it's kind of similar, but it's rather different than the diamond one. So that's what I know.
Okay.
Um,
Can we talk about sustainability for a minute? And do you think sustainability actually plays, a role in the gemstone mining industry? Did you witness any kind of initiatives whilst we were in Tanzania?
well, I know that like the mines are sustaining um, a lot of like miners, and also I know that after the mine is done, they have like programs of like how do you say
Redevelopment?
redevelopment of the area of the soil or of the so there are plants, and I know that like because we talk about with the miner that they gave them a house, they gave them the school for kids, so it's like there are a lot of programs of sustainability, and I guess it's like um of course in each industry there are like some exploitation of the soil of everything. So it's like it's something that is it in all the industries, but what I witnessed it's that like they try to always to like redevelop the soil, like I can say replant this, like, yeah, make the soil back good again. So it's yeah. So I what I witnessed like that there are plans and programs about that.
Right. Yeah, great. So what advice would you give to somebody who is contemplating taking a gemstone tour in Tanzania?
I would advise, even if you're not like a big fan of gemstone, I would do it, because it's like it's an experience. Well, yeah, if you're not a great fan, maybe a day, 2 days in with stones maybe can be a little bit tough, but I mean, it's the whole experience that was great, and like discovering a new place, and it's incredible. I personally, I'm planning to go back again.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Lovely. What can you just tell us, were there any challenges? Were there even any?
Well, yeah, I mean, I where the mine is, where the mines are, they're really, really remote.
Right.
They are in a remote areas. So of course there come some challenges, like for example, I didn't have hot water for one day. But it's part of the experience, and I would not say that it's like an obstacle, but it's just like an adventure. That
Yeah.
it's like discomfort, but it's I mean it's part of the journey.
Yeah.
And then they lost my baggage. that's
Oh
that's
gosh, yes, I remember. Oh my gosh.
that's the only like difficulty, but it's okay. I mean, it's I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting to go in a 5-star hotel store.
Right. So what would you say was the most rewarding part of the trip? That made it all worthwhile.
But I would say to see the things that I've seen. That's was the reward, because it's like each day it was like we were going on an adventure. We went also to a safari to do a safari, and it was incredible. Like to see Africa is like I don't know how to explain. Africa is really you know only if you go to Africa. It's something that stays with you for the whole year. So yeah, so
Okay.
I mean it's I think the most rewarding things are the people that I've met, and the landscapes. That's
Beautiful. Beautiful. So if I said to you, Ottavia, can you summarize your entire experience in just a few words? What would you say?
well, the experience for me was like um educated me, because like I was able to learn a lot, but also about life in general, because when you meet that kind of people in like in remote areas of the world, and also when you learn about like something you don't know, for example gemstone, like in the rough form, and how the mine is working, it's like, so it was for me, it was highly educating. um I would say one of the keyword was adventure. It was an adventure, and then I would say unforgettable, because it's gonna be with me for like, I'm still like be charged by that trip. So I think around July I will need to go back again.
You'll be ready. So
Yeah.
literally, to summarize that in 3 words, we're saying an unforgettable, educational adventure.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you. That's
Absolutely.
wonderful. Well, we're going to wrap up there. So I'm just going to finish by saying thank you very, very much for joining us on this captivating journey through Tanzania with Ottavia Pomini. Thank you, Ottavia.
Thank you.
So we hope you found it really enjoyable listening to her stories and that you've gained a deeper insight into the beauty and the wonders of Tanzania. So whether you're a seasoned gem enthusiast or just simply curious to learn more, about our future gemstone tours, then get in touch with us, and don't miss the chance to create some unforgettable memories and expand your horizons. So stay tuned, reach out, and let your passion for gemstones lead you on an incredible journey. Connect with me and discover how you can join our upcoming tours and become part of the Gemstone Detective family. Anyway, until next time, keep your spirit of adventure alive and continue to uncover the treasures of the world. Thank you for watching.